So in last episode of my Halloween series, I turned a witch's cauldron into a house. So now today, we'll be turning a pumpkin into a house. I did not create a plan for this. I just was like, why don't we just do it? But I do have like a particular idea because I did go on like Pinterest and kind of like scope out the terrain to see if there's even like probably a slight glimpse of inspiration. As you can see, I kind of have the shell the same way as of my cauldron, but I want to try something different a little bit because I want it to be more round. So maybe if we add like a convex straight and then kind of like slightly have a vision. Okay, we're gonna use this convex straight, and we're pretty much just going to size it like this. Wait, this is kind of smart because I want it to be like more of a round shape, and then we can place it like all the way around the pumpkin. I've been calling this a convex straight. It's a half sphere. Oh my gosh. But I'm gonna place the half spheres all around the pumpkin so it can have more of like a curved look to it. Before I like finish the front here, I need to put a door. What if I do like an elegant door and then we like place it on the corner here? Ooh, like this. Oh, this is gonna eat. We can copy this again and then make this smaller and slightly thinner so this can go above the door. Now for the roof, I'm probably gonna place this mansard roof so I can place these on top and not have to transform. I have this amazing idea what I want to do for the roof. Okay, so this is what the pumpkin's looking like so far. The reason why I'm keeping this space clear, I'm gonna make a witch hat. At least try to. We can go ahead and try making the bottom part of it out of like spheres, and we can kind of like maybe scoot it a little bit. That looks stupid. Hold on. Wait, we're onto something. I added a flared mansard roof. And what if I like raise this? And then this can be the hat, and then we can add like a sphere in the middle, and these can be like the buckles, and then we can add these like smooth cubes at the top here. Okay, let me color this and maybe it'll look better. So we'll make the roof black. Pumpkin needs to be orange, which will probably make this a dirt color. This like dirt texture literally looks like a pumpkin. A dark green color so it can match my hat. And we also need to add the buckle to this. It looks so good. What the heck? Should I like, take this off? Wait, maybe I have to. We're taking it off. Yeah, that looks so much better actually. We can add basic cubes right here and like kind of shape this into like a window by using these basic cubes. I don't like that. I think I need a different shape. Maybe this one. And we can probably make this like a dark wood texture, and then the rest bone texture. Then we can grab a light box and put it right here in the center, and then grab a slightly transparent cube. We can place some structurals. Why are you placing so crookedly? Just place where I want you to place, you freaking idiot. Oh! Finally. Okay, how do we like it? Oh wait, that's eating. I do believe I need another like structural beam towards the corners here of the edge. I want it to look weird, kind of like this. I don't want the sidewalk to be like even or anything. Or honestly, we can add like a little porch like that, and then we can grab a sphere and flatten it and kind of just transform it into a little pumpkin. See, look, now it's a little pumpkin. And we can just add like a little log chair right outside. And look, we can put a little welcome home mat right here in front of the door. Oh, look how cute that looks. Then we can add some trees all around the pumpkin here. And we can make some of them like black. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Then we can grab another mansard roof and kind of make some little dunes. Pretty much like all the way around. We can add some walls so it can look a little bit more legit. And then we can make this out of like slate and kind of just frame the pumpkin more with like more mountains. And then we can place some more trees here in the back. Okay, I feel like the exterior is pretty much finished. We're definitely going to need probably some like wood here. And we could probably place some wood like on this little hill right here as well. And then maybe we can add some like fireflies within the forest. Make this place look a little bit more magical but spooky at the same time. I feel like the exterior of the house is done. So let's go ahead and start working on inside here. I'm thinking we can just keep the orange theme kind of going throughout the house and maybe slightly make it a retro theme instead of cottagecore, since I've already done cottagecore. Like what if we do like a cozy theme, like make the floor all carpet, and then we can probably do the stained uneven stripes, and then we can add like a dark floorboard wood texture and then spread that around the house a little bit. And then we definitely gonna need a fireplace, so we'll put this in this corner. I want this area to be the living room. While we make this the bathroom and then this my room, and we'll go ahead and place some doors. Or maybe since the door is right here, we'll make this the living room. I'm just changing it every 20 seconds. I feel like we should kind of try incorporating like some like roundish comforters, and then we can add like a pillow of the sort, and then we can do a small little blanket. I also do want to add like a coat rack right here next to the door, along with some like slippers, probably maybe even a coat. Now before I like completely finish the living room, I want to go ahead and add like the appliances to the kitchen. I know I have like enough space. Oven could possibly go here, fridge could go here, and then if we add the counters, we can place a sink right here, and then a cabinet can go right above this counter next to the fridge. So now we can add a microwave, and then we can make this a slight orange color for the appliances. And then above the oven can be like a vent hood. And the reason why I wanted to place the kitchen first is because I want to add a shelf, so we can go ahead and place some books on. And then I'll probably make this like a lighter shade of orange and maybe some black, and then fill this with books. Oh, you know this would look so good with crown molding. And then lastly, for the living room, now I have some coffee table with a bowl of candy. Wait, can we put this on the chair out here? No. Now I'm gonna have to. I need to take this transparent cube and make this candy fit on the chair. Oh, that looks so cute. The living room is finished. Let's go ahead and finish up with the kitchen. So we can add some like oil next to the oven, especially some spatulas. I'm definitely gonna need some jars. And we can make this out of like granite. Then we can put a knife rack above the oven here. Of course, we're gonna need spice carousel and then some paper towels. And maybe we can add some like cereal and flour at the top here. And then the table for the dining room, we can place this like outdoor table between the two doors. And then we can copy this chair from outside and then place it. And then we can add like a frame right here above it. Okay, I feel like the kitchen / dining room is done. Let's move on to the bathroom. So first, I think we should go ahead and add like the shower, and then next the toilet. And then we can take this modern bowl sink and place it here on this side next to the shower. The shower is so cute actually. We can place like a toothbrush and some toothpaste along with some like soap. And then above the toilet, we can add a shelf so we can place like a candle or two on. And then we can place some toilet paper here on the side. The bathroom is finished. Now let's move on to the bedroom. I definitely want to do a log bed. I feel like the log bed fit very well, but I want this to be a very like comfortable log bed. So we can like get like an orange color probably. And then we can grab this blanket and adjust it to being a lighter shade of orange. Then we can grab some pillows. We have our bed, and then lastly we can add a black cat. Finish it off. Bed is also gonna need a nightstand as well. And then we can add some more candles in here along with like a few books possibly. And then on the other side of the room we can place this dresser and then another coat rack right here next to it. Imagine waking up and then you just see this like weird silhouette. Oh, I'd be scared. We can add some more books on the dresser, probably even like a jewelry set. Then we can add some photo frames. The pumpkin house is finally completed, so let's take a tour. You can tell I switched it to pretty much the edge of dawn, and this is what the pumpkin is looking like. Look how creepy the forest is behind it. Oh my gosh. Definitely the half spheres really brought the pumpkin together, especially when it like the curve really just puts a lot of definition into the pumpkin. And I love what I did with the window right here, and of course the bowl of candy outside of the pumpkin is super cute. And of course, if you've noticed, the hat matches my hat, which I thought it was a super cute addition. Then when you enter, you'll enter the living room where you can stare at the fireplace while reading your books. And then when you pass through the living room, here's the kitchen, which I use mainly of like retro appliances. I thought it came pretty well. Try to keep the curved look. That's why I went for the retro appliances. This door on the left here is the bathroom. I like how the bathroom came out, although it's very basic. And then on the right side of the house is the bedroom, which I think is so cute and cozy. I feel like usually the smaller the bedroom, the cozier it is, but I really do love how the bedroom came out. And of course the black cat really just pulls it all together. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Box a lot.